mean, I'm quite surprised we got the 120k already by July. Um, but I guess that is the mechanics of it being a summer month, low liquidity, and a lot of people getting caught offside with shorts and it just being able to rip through in price discovery. But again, 150k is my target for end of the year. I could see it go to 175, but we'll keep it 150k because I think we might end up getting some shit conditions sometime in September, October, possibly. But yeah, capturing a 50% move from if you bought BTC at 100k in the summer till end of year on good size like that, it's very nice returns in less than 6 months. So yeah, that's like kind of my high time frame view of BTC. I think it's a buy the dip market until proven otherwise, as in you keep buying the dip until it stops working, until price stops being so reactive and getting bought back up so swiftly. Any big wipeouts you get is a signal for you to get really risk on with leverage and piling on longs, as any first big liquidation wick or cascade in an uptrend in a trending market, when you get risk on conditions, it's met by the most ridiculous buy pressure that you will see, and the biggest dallies that you will see, with candles re-reversing 20% dumps within minutes. So it's easy intraday gains of 20 to 25% on the strong alts, the alts that got wicked. So that is the opportunity. That is the scenario where I would pile on with leverage and bidding those wicks. But until then, I'll just be scalping on my main portfolio, my trading portfolio, my futures portfolio, capturing these small 3 to 5% intraday moves. Maybe you get lucky with the swing trades. We had the swing trade with hype that we closed out for 20%. Now I'm looking for a pullback to buy on that. I'm also in an XRP trade right now where I'm just trying to break out trade it to all-time highs. I think ETH's going to make a move to 3.2k that we'll discuss in a little bit. We'll also cover XRP more in depth as well. And yeah, we've also had the Fartcoin trade from yesterday. That's ripped 9%. I think that's going to continue going. But yeah, it's all those kind of entries that I'm looking for, where with 5 to 10% stops and looking to capture 10 to 20% moves. Yeah, so that's kind of my overall view of the market. In terms of BTC, where I see it from going now, I think there is an argument to be made that we could see a slight pullback of 2 to 3%. I wouldn't mind it not retracing, but so this is where we closed on Friday. So this is the Friday high. This is all the weekend price action. I mean, we're holding pretty strong right now, but maybe a retest of where we closed on Friday, and then going for the next leg up. I think 125k is going to be a trouble area. So I'll mark that there. It's the standard deviation from the 2022 all-time high. The people who study maths, you'll know what I mean by standard deviation too. If you don't have any maths background, just look it up, learn some statistics. But yeah, I think that's a good target to use. Standard deviations is what we use the VWAPs for, the VWAP bands, kind of value area high, value area low, kind of the mathematics behind it works similar in that sense. So yeah, I think 125k is going to be the trouble area before I see a decent-ish pullback. But until then, it should go there. Low time frame, I'm looking for this. I don't want to say most of the juice out of BTC is gone, but I think it is, comparatively speaking, to ETH and XRP. I think XRP could rip to $4 plus in the next not a few days, but a few weeks. ETH should go to 3.2k by the end of this week. It should go to 3.8k by the end of this month, end of next month. So I think there's more gains there, whilst BTC forms a consolidation, a base, and let Bitcoin dominance cool off and reverse. So that's what I'm kind of looking for here, right in the market, which is why you see my positioning has now, after I caught this trade 106, hunting for BTC entries as much as I've been hunting for altcoin entries. So yeah, so that's kind of my view on BTC. We'll go on to ETH. I'm just going to check on chat if anything's been said. No. Okay. So we're long ETH as well with the group. If we got filled on the weekend, we're currently up 5%. My average is at 2,920. I think I gave the range between 2,940 and 2,860. Rolling VWAPs way above 365-day and 30-day rolling VWAP. In terms of actual VWAP levels, we're at previously yearly VWAP here, which is why we're trying to flip it. But as soon as we flip 3,060, 3,050, we're going straight to 3.2k. And if we get lucky, so a previous yearly VWAP flip, it means you should go to value area high of previous year. So as soon as we flip this, we should go to 3.2, 3.5, and then yeah, we start dabbling with the 4k region. But yeah, so just nothing really much more to say about this trade. Just stay in it, be patient. If BTC looks good for reversal, Bitcoin dominance looks good for reversal. So yeah, just be patient. We will get rewarded. If you've been holding ETH spot bags this entire time, well, you should hopefully be getting back to break even, maybe even back into profits if you've been DTAing the range, the brutal sub 2k range or 2k range that we were in for 6 to 8 months. But yeah, ETH looks really great in my opinion, and it should start outperforming from here. Like this area here, from here to here, is a bunch of air. It should get filled pretty quickly, which is why we've seen such an explosive move in this area. Once we get above 3.2k, there's a new range for us to work with. We can long above 3.2k with invalidation at 3.1, target 3.5, so on and so forth. So yeah, play the ranges as we break out into new ranges as we go higher. So yeah, that's my ETH trade. Nothing much to discuss on it. We can look at the OI on ETH. ETH looks really healthy. From like if you look at what ETH OI used to be like, it's not that bad. Like we took off a lot of ETH OI here, and now we're building up a new base here. The only concern is, funding rates getting elevated, people deciding to execute on leverage instead of spot. But I haven't really seen any signs that funding rates are too elevated for such a move to not be able to occur. I guess we get the elevation of funding rates and OI when we get the blow off move on like ETH and XRP and people start chasing, like Sol and things like that. But yeah, that's basically ETH that I wanted to cover. We can cover hype since we had a trade on it. So that's my level $50. We longed the breakout from above $40. Took TP at $46 with the previous high, and then closed the rest out at $50. So yeah, like I said, hype, one of my long-term conviction bags. I think it trades at $75 to $100 by end of the year. It's going to continue gaining market share against BNB, against all the other centralized exchanges, and should keep going. But $50 is such a round number. There's also some kind of top signals going on. There was like an 888 million convertible note by a TradFi company. I'll post on my corner once I go get the link. But yeah, it's just a good place to TP in my opinion. I think it started becoming too consensus. Everyone was kind of, longing it. Funding rates were getting kind of obnoxious, but I think any retest of this area here is a good place to bid. So something like that, and then go for the next leg. So that's probably the limit I'm going to set in the group for us for my next hype trade. But yeah, very nice 20% trade that we caught on hype. And again, on this coin, just buy all dips until proven otherwise. I think that applies to BTC, ETH, Hype, and XRP in my books. Until you get that 4K level on ETH and maybe $4 to $5 on XRP, and then you should be taking chips off the table. So yeah, that covers Hyperliquid. I'll go through XRP next. So I'm trying to break up trade this to all-time high. So all-time high sitting at 3.3. It was sitting in a. We covered this a lot. We covered the XRP BTC chart. We covered this on stream last week. I think literally every stream that we did. Out of the 4 streams that we did last week, I think it was mentioned every time. 230-day range. It's now getting a range breakout. American coins are doing good. You'd have seen XLM, HBAR, ADA, all those coins doing well. XRP now getting love as well. It should easily trade above all-time high. So once it breaks all-time highs, breaking out of 7-month range, you should see the explosive move that BTC did as well. So you should get like a very explosive move to $4. I'm just targeting 4.2 because of the meme number 420. If crypto likes to gravitate and pull towards meme numbers. So yeah, that's kind of my plan for XRP. It is quite a risky trade considering it's Monday, and I did say I wanted the range to build in a flush, but flow wise it looks good. But I think if it doesn't start holding above $3 here, the important round number, and consolidating above, I might just cut it manually and then see if he might get filled on our limit that I have at 2.65. So yeah, it'll be a trade that I monitor throughout this New York session and see how it performs. I know we're just chopping at the moment. Yeah, BTC. I mean, I think BTC should pull back and then give room for alts to breathe, but we'll see how the market behaves when we see this entire move, right? This entire weekend and last week, BTC has been leading. We've seen other coins being pulled up by BTC, so it'll be interesting to see if when BTC goes down, do you see alts get a bid, like alt BTC pair start going, Bitcoin dominance start going down? You don't want to see Bitcoin going down and Bitcoin dominance going up. So yeah, it'll be the first true test in this new trend that we've made. How the market reacts. I'm also looking at Pump. It's kind of, I think like tokens go live. I don't know. I swear it's like now or like in like half an hour or an hour from now. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check so I don't get this wrong. Okay, like they become tradable on MEXC, right? In like half an hour. Yeah. So I think we might see something like that. Cheers for that, by the way. Like a wick like this, as people like, I don't think the ICU, like the coins you committed in the ICO, become tradable or transferable to like send it to MEXC or send it to Gate to like take profit on. But I think just the spot markets go live, so I don't exactly know how it works because Bybit haven't announced it or Binance. Only Gate and MEXC have. And you've also seen Binance vampire attacking Pump Fund's entire bonding curve and mechanism for coins by launching their own version of Pump Fund on BSC. So yeah, the PA has been quite noisy and hard to navigate, but I think as long as it holds above maybe here, it should do well. Like maybe you get an airdrop fractal where on it going live, it nukes. As people, I don't know, I don't really get it because the coins aren't tradable, so I don't know. I don't know why it should sell off if you can't sell any of the coins that you bought at ICO. Because the ICO price was up 0.04, so like. And you could have committed up to $1 million on chain per user. So like you're up 400k risk free. essentially, unless you've hedged or whatever, or people have hedged up there or are hedging now, they're 40% unrealized gains. So yeah, I just monitor the situation, see if you get any more information about whether the coins are transferable or not, whether Binance and Bybit are also doing it, or if it's just Gate or MEXC, or whether, even if Gate and MEXC are telling the truth, like I don't really understand. Um, so yeah, that's Pump. I think that all. I mean, Filecoin I can cover. I mean, it's retracing back to our entry now. So hopefully some of you guys were able to take some profit at the 9% pop. I only got to take some at here, 1.39. But we took out the high. Looks like an SFP. If you get stop break even, I might look to relong. But it looks really great. Breaking out here from this range that we were stuck under. And the big trade is above 1.65 all the way to $2. And maybe catch the blow of wick to $3. But above here it's just pure air. So I really want to trade Filecoin a lot between these two levels, 1.3 and 1.6, and try and eventually get the trade that leads into that $2 breakout. But yeah, pretty simple. Just was a up and under reclaim of the previous structure that I lost. Data wise, it looked good. So yeah, Filecoin again, one of the main coins that you should focus on. Filecoin, Pump, as your two altcoins. I think SPX also looks low, but I know John and Aztecs got that on lock, so I'll just follow them. They've had a good read on it. So yeah, I think those are the two altcoins, and then ETH and XRP as your major. I think keep your watch list quite narrow and small, and focus on these trendy good coins rather than blasting a bunch of beta coins that when we get these choppy conditions, choppy copper hours, whilst BTC and ETH consolidates and things, and try and find out where they're going to go next. Don't overcomplicate it by being long like 15 different tokens. But yeah, I think that's it for my half. If you want to take over, if you're here, Muzza, and want to take over, or if anyone's got any questions as well, whilst I've still got the screen and the stage, if you guys want me to get my opinion on anything that I've discussed. I don't know where Muzza's gone, but hopefully he's here. I mind giving further details on Filecoin and potential play here. I mean, so along from yesterday, it was like holding 4-hour trend. It accepted above previous week value area high, and then from like an OI perspective, OI was trending down. It looked like people still had shorts on it and were holding it, so it looked like it could be squeezed. There was an on-chain Filecoin position, $2 million short last night as well. That was very close to liquidation at what with WAP 1.4. I think he ended up getting liquidated. I need to go find out. So that was the play. But I think if it comes back to entry and then again retest the 4-hour trend, and depending on where BTC is looking, I'll probably take a similar trade again. Just milk the range, milk these levels that are clearly responsive and holding. And yeah, so it'll be similar next play. Where you want a long BTC, I said at the beginning, I'll probably look for a retrace of 118k. Go back to Friday's level, and then target 125k from there. Just keeping it simple. If you get a big wick, then I'll just big the wick. Like if you get something like that, in a fast and sharp wick, I'll just bid it for mean reversion. But in terms of hard levels, 118k should hold if you're bullish. Muzza, you there? I don't know what Muzza is called. Um, I will just continue. Let me just message him quickly. If anyone else has any kind of questions, uh, let me know. BTC is kind of taking a bit of a hit right now into this New York session. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
oh yeah. Um,
Yeah, sorry.
it's
I
all right.
went to washroom.
No worries.
Yeah, I need to pee, man. I'm also human.
But yeah, I did my half. If you want to take over,
Yeah, you are
you
done?
ready? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think anybody who is gonna scale in on ETH, at like any any price, the invalidation should be here. Also, one thing that I want to draw your attention is that earlier we had the strong lows at like 1750 something, and then the strong lows few days ago, the strong low basically was here, and then the strong lows got shifted to like 2100. So I always tell you that when on a higher time frame chart strong lows basically shift to the upside, this is the biggest signal that prices started to going for a rally for the upside. So this is the one thing that I think a lot of members should keep a check of BTC and ETH to see where are the strong lows on higher time frame and just memorize them. So you know that when the strong lows is basically going to shift to the other place, so you get the signal that a rally is about to come or you need to de-risk. One of the coin that I am watching personally for the group. So today, yeah, and now the third chart that I want to discuss in this stream, which I prepared myself for, is this chart on the others. You can see that I already made a post inside my corner as well, but you can see that like yesterday, I was like I made like a four calls on all long since I knew that price is eventually gonna squeeze. Others chart is gonna squeeze up, and all of them were like successful, but you can see like after like Asia session, I didn't rush, I didn't posted any trade. This is because of this 4 hour bearish divergence on the other chart which we talked about yesterday as well. I think I have to wait for like 272 billion level to come down. I think if price I think if 272 billion get retested in the next couple of hours, I think we have to use this level to go long on a higher caps like 1000 Pepe and Sui. I think the market right now, what I have seen is that a lot of like real utility coins like Tau, Sui, and other meme coins that are like very much highlighted before. I think playing like Bybit scam coins right now is like negative EV. Like it's not gonna work here. Why? Because I think a lot of profit like if you can see like HBJ gave if so like the real utility projects listed on a centralized exchange, like if like Elgo, like Sui, like like real coins other than like majority of the centralized exchange meme coins. I think longing them is going to be much more fruitful rather than like chasing like scam coins at the moment, because I think money is basically not interested in the scam coins anymore. I think longing like real utility coins is gonna be one of the major move that I'm gonna focus now. Like if you see like HBJ, he basically been like catching like a real coins while and he's like a big killer, and you can see like his performance is like so much high, which explains us that right now like money is like interested in the utility coins like Sui, like Ave, like I said, like Tau, so I think my majority of my focus, like Edge Bar, you can see we got like 9% yesterday. So I think the like XLM, so the big caps or like mid caps, but a real utility coin is what we should be focusing on when others chart is gonna come down to like 273. This is what I think. Just wanna give the position update on Elgo. Price came down very close to my break even, but the break even didn't hit. We secured like a 23%, I think, on like longs, but I think it can be more. I just want a flip of like 29 cents, and I think I'm gonna fully close it for like 40 to 50% move when price is gonna go back to like 36 cents. One of the two setups right now that I want to personally give it to the group is this Pepe. I'm waiting for like 12 0.1 I think I will like the strong low is like just below like 1.88%. Although I will go with like 4 to 5% stop loss, but I want to scale in here. I think if I'm right, I think we can quickly make like 4 to 5%, 6% scalp on this coin, or maybe more if markets start pumping again. Maybe it just start bottoming here, but since I'm on stream, so I'm not gonna press any button. But if it come back down to the strong lows, this is the first contender today that I have that I want to give scalp. Then Sui, I think when I joined the last few minutes of HBJ, I think he was discussing Sui as well. Sui, I want to go long. I think it can basically make an all time high, considering like how the risk appetite is at the moment. Also, one of the thing why I'm interested in Sui is that we you can see that we have a basically significant gap in the POC, which is like 11 to 12%. I think if price lose this POC again, reclaim here, which would be a trigger for me to press the button and give a market entry for the group. So at the moment, I'm just watching like two setups, like 1000 Pepe, where I think I can win the trade for the group, and then second is Sui. Now I'm done. Um, I have a slow internet connection. I don't know why government is doing this with me. But yeah, if you have JD, you wanna speak something? Anyways, if you have any chart requests, please let me know in the chat section, and I'll just try to go through it. SPX. Let's see SPX. SPX. I think we discussed this yesterday. I said that if price comes back down to like 1.39, um, then I would be much more willing to give entry to the group. This is what I said in my stream. Um, but I see that price went up. We had the small bearish divergence on RSI. I think 1.51 is gonna be a good support level. But as I said yesterday, that we have a 1 hour bullish FVG on this chart, and I said that I want to enter on like 1.39. I think if we start entering on SPX long at like 1.39, and then we put our stop loss below like 1.28, I think we can have a successful scalp. This is what we discussed on SPX on yesterday's stream, and I'll still be sticking with it, to be honest. Um, and then somebody asked me, "What's your thought on Giga?" Muzza, did you see Bob? I don't think so. I have this much big meat, man. If I had this much big meat, to be honest, I would just love it for myself even. But yeah,
Bro, what are you talking about?
oh, like Bob said that. Did you see like the
Yeah,
Conor
what are you
McGregor?
saying if I have this big meat? Like
Look,
what?
look, look, look. If I had like this much big meat, I would love it because I know my partner would love it. But now, since I know I have like small meat, so now I'm ashamed of myself, and I just don't want my wife to find out about it. So I'll just turn off the light every time we have. Yeah. So I will just never let her see.
Bobbers, do me a favor. Once this gets uploaded, please clip that entire section for me.
Cyprus, you need to edit this stream.
I need that clip. I need that clipped immediately. Oh my goodness. That's probably the
Yeah.
greatest clip.
Anyways, yeah, so I was talking about SPX and then Bobber just distracted me with that meme. Giga, as I said, like Giga, I don't think so. The risk appetite is there for the Binance, Bybit, sorry, scam coins at the moment. So I would personally be not looking to trade this coin. I think I don't know. Right now my internet connection is slow. Just give me 1 minute. So for Giga, we have the strong low at like 0.01455, and you can see, I think, I don't know if Cyprus can pull it out, what we discussed on Giga, but I think like few weeks ago, I specifically drew this scenario where I think some member asked me where I said that there are like two big levels. One is like 0.0159 and then the second level is like 0.0149. These are the basically two solid lines, which is the daily big support. And I said that if you is going to scale in at like these two big line, then I think it will be a profitable trade. This is what we discussed like I think few weeks ago. I don't know how much price went down, but anyways, we have the 1 hour strong lows, and I think again if price can come back down to 0.0159, I just want you to put alert at like 0.0159 and then put alert at like 0.0148. I think both of these support is going to give you the bounce, and then just put stop loss below like 0.1445. So this is the setup. I think invalidation is pretty much wide, which is why. Anyways, I'm not gonna trade this coin for now since I don't think so. Risk appetite is there for these kind of coins. I think a lot of a lot of good setups are the utility coins at the moment, but this is the setup that I would like to take. You can take the screenshot of this setup. Anyways, yeah, man.
Oh, your laugh
JD, be
kills me,
honest.
man.
JD, be honest. Be honest. Is your meat like this much big, like Conor McGregor? Like
What the fuck?
you would know yourself, you know.
What the
Yeah, man. It's like unreal, like to have like this much, you know. I think he must have taken some kind of a medicine or something,
Well, if
maybe.
there was a medicine for that, then it would be the
Yeah,
top
you
selling.
know, like if you like, I go to Saudi Arabia for like religious pilgrimage, but just for your knowledge, there is like a specific area in like Saudi Arabia, and basically, how do I explain? So there is like a special plant, and what
Hmm.
people do is they climb the mountain, you know in just winters they climb the mountain and go to that plant and then basically squeeze the leaves and take out the juice, and the juice is basically very much oily, since it's like a special plant, and what they do is they basically sell that oil to the people, and then if you rub it on the meat, then it's gonna be big, that's why,
Big,
a
big.
lot of Saudi people, you know. Yeah, like a lot of Saudi people, this is the real reason. Nobody is gonna tell you this, but I am like telling you that this is the reason why Saudi people are so much strong. And also they have like olives, I don't you eat olives? You should eat,
Uh,
you know.
I only have them on pizza, like sometimes. But
Yeah.
but wait. What is the name of the oil? Like, what is it called?
It's called in Arabic. It's called Rogane Balsan. Rogane Balsan. It's a balsan oil. Like if you, and it's not only for meat. Like let's say if you have swellings in your joints, You just need to rub that oil in your joints, and then the swelling is going to disappear. You know,
Well, if you rub it on your meat, it
and
gets bigger.
yeah, and if you rub on your meat, it's gonna get bigger. And
Have you
if you
tried
have
it?
yeah, I bought like two bottles, but my greedy friends took it from me, you know. But I I didn't bought for my meat. I bought it for like my mother joint problem, you know. I haven't used it for myself. It I just um bought it, and you know, it's like, I think it costed me, it's very rare to get the original oil. Like if you just go to Amazon, there all of them are like selling fake, but the original, for like getting the original oil, I spent like $300. Like it took me $100 to went to that place, and then the oil costed like $80. Then I bought like two bottles, you know. And then, you know, the heat of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. So wait, your greedy friend stole it. What did they use it on? What did they use it for?
In their own meat. What else?
And
What else, my friend is gonna gonna use it?
and what did they say it worked? Did they say it worked?
They are all married, you know. So like, I just can't like question like how is your meat doing, you know. It's like pretty awkward, but yeah, I hope it work for them, you know. Like if you put the one drop of oil into the milk and then drink the milk, oh my God, you are gonna be like a monster, you know. Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is a free
goodness.
alpha. This is the free alpha that you won't find on any stream.
Oh my goodness, man. Alright, yeah, we need to change subject before before we get sacked.
Anyways, I think maybe after stream I put like this Pepe long. I really want to go long on this one. I think good chance that at least I secure like a 10% move for the group. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Um any more chart requests, guys?
Hey, everyone's googling this oil. No one's
Oh yeah.
no one's.
Everybody is googling this oil. Everybody sell their merch to make money. I will just sell this oil to the WWG members. Uh, chill guy. Somebody asked me. Give me 1 minute. I think it was Binance. No, it was Bybit chart. So yesterday I was very much interested in going long on chill guy, and if you see the POCs, you can see that we have basically a gap of like 10%, and then if you see that we have a POC gap of like 21%. What I said is that I'm waiting for a breakout from this POC from like 0.073. You can see on a 1 hour time frame, this is the basically supply zone. Price is basically flipping the supply zone and going up, right now you can see we have a supply zone from where the price is basically rejecting. But for the guy who asked me, for the chill guy, for you, I'm setting my alert at like 0.0732. If price can somehow flip 0.0732, we have significant gap on the POC to the upside, which we can use it for scalp long on chill guy. So if you are interested in chill guy, set alert at like 0.0732. Um, and then somebody asked me for the bong. Yes, bong is such a shit coin, man. I was long yesterday on bong, but I have to close it for like a 0.5% loss. The problem is that I'm trying to trade this coin myself, since I know that price is eventually gonna take out this POC, but the choppiness is so much to trade this coin. I think eventually this coin is gonna tap this POC at like 0.0295. you know, eventually it's gonna go up to tap this POC, but it's very much difficult for me to time the move since price is just chopping around. So I won't be looking to long anymore. I think in the next few hours, good chance that price is basically gonna come back to take this POC at like 0.0254. I think this can be a good support for you to time maybe, but I'm not too much interested on bonk now. It was a good long on Sunday. You can see how price was basically reclaiming this POC. And then if you see there was a gap of like 14 to 15%. So I think HBJ caught this move very much nicely when pump fund shit was happening, you know. But um but for like bonk, I'm not too much interested in catching this move. Maybe if price can somehow come back down, reclaim this POC, if we see any bullish divergence, then maybe I would be interested. But for now, no. Bonk is not a good setup to take. Then somebody asked me for Pengu. And for Pengu, one thing is like very much Pengu. So Pengu, you can see that price basically rejecting from this POC, and the problem is that right now you can see that we have the 1 hour supply zone. It was not there before, but since price is nuking down, we are confirming the supply zone, and also you can see there is a gap to the downside. So it is a good setup to go short, in my opinion. It's a good setup to go short, but I think we have to be very much patient with this setup to form out. I think just give me 1 minute. I'm just putting my charger because I
Oil
think.
arrived.
Oh yeah, my Mac I think is is going to die. Yeah, I just put in my charger. So yeah, what I was telling is that the supply zone is basically confirmed, and we have this demand zone as I denoted as green. Why price is not going down is why, because we have small FVGs on the left side of the chart. You can see this is the basically midpoint of the bullish FVG from where basically price is holding the floor. But I think any 1 hour close below like 0.027, it's gonna retest down to this green zone, which is like 0.0238. I think it is the only, this is the only area where I will be interested in scaling Pengu. I think maybe it's gonna go up, but I think we have to wait for this green zone. And then we will have a significant POC gap again. I hope so. So yeah, if you are interested in Pengu, I think let's wait for 0.024 before we jump in on any conclusion. Wow, a lot of people like join our stream, JD, like 2P and DB as well. They also want to know about the oil.
It's oil alpha. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Everyone's gonna be downloading this stream.
Yeah, I have like so many like my grandfather was like a homeopathic doctor. You know what homeopathic doctor is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Using natural like
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah, like
remedies.
natural medicine and yeah. So I have like a lot of information myself for much of the things.
In regards to making your meat bigger.
Yeah, that's a byproduct, but just to how to keep
Byproduct.
but how to like keep your health fit, you know? So yeah,
Oh, brilliant stuff. Okay.
yes. Pepe, I think we will have to wait. Any more chart requests, guys? Did you have stuff to naturally grow? Oh yeah, Tupi, you need to watch the stream recording and then you will find out. Doge, let's see Doge. Doge, I think Doge is gonna be big next cycle because I think next cycle this guy, Elon Musk, Elon Musk is going to run for the presidency, and since he is going to run for the presidency in the next cycle, a lot of people are going to shout out Doge, and then they're going to position themselves wisely. So this is the first and a bigger narrative that I would say I think of for the Doge. Right now, it can pump again, but let's see the chart. Like, what are the levels that I have? Let me remove all.
Oh yeah, Muzza, we need to hop off for DB.
Oh, we have. Oh, that's why DB joined. I thought he joined for the
Yeah,
oil. Okay, okay, okay,
yeah. Nah,
okay.
he
So
doesn't give a fuck about us.
oh, sorry, I just forgot about that. You have the stream, DB. Just apologize. Guys, this Doge chart, what is his name? Eco. I'm gonna tag you in the chart ideas for this Doge. Sorry for the interrupt. We have to go, but I'll tell you about the Doge in the chart ideas. Have a good day, guys. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I appreciate
Let's
everyone joining. We'll see you guys next
have a
week.
good day.
Uh, yeah.
Good night.